We own this block, keep it gangster, man. We own this block, this is Alma, man. We own this block, keep it gangster, man. We own this block.
There is also a breaking headline tonight involving
Yo, G Money, G Money, Money, yo, G Money, G Money, Money, yo, G Money, G Money, Money.
The platinum story, bro. The club where Lench supposedly slapped me and a bunch of the homeboys. First of all, there was no homeboys from the mob there. It was just me, a homie from M Street, and a homie from Palmas. I'm not even gonna mention their names, bro. It was just us three, bro. And we're sitting there, and I don't know. And I heard the story a couple times now, and then someone's fucking lady got slapped in the ass. I don't even remember that part. All I remember, because I was there, I had 2 AMFs in my fucking hand. And this dude bumped into me, and they fucking spilled them on my fucking suede Stacy Adams. So I was like, what the fuck, homie? Say Spencer. And that's when I had New Puerco, because like I said, I was with him all that time. And then I hadn't ran into him one other time on the streets where he flipped a U-turn. And I was at a bus stop with my lady, just catching the bus. He was like, hey, what's up? You're out. At the time, I believe he said he had moved to Sac or some shit like that. But anyway, so this was the only second time I seen him. And we were kind of, first he was like, hey, what's up, homie? I mean, everything was cool, but the people he was with, that's who I had that confrontation with. But then that's when the homie from M Street takes off. Security, you know the homie from M Street, Pee Wee.
Yeah,
okay, he's skinny vato, so security grabs him. Remember, Platinum is like a movie theater, so it has that slope, then has the stairs to throw you back to street level. So security fucking grabbed him like nothing. I go following him because as I look, all these dudes are starting to head towards the front. So I'm thinking, oh, as soon as they throw them out, they're gonna go catch around.
So when the dude, okay, so number one, no bra got slapped in her ass with this whole bullshit. No, you didn't slap no girl in their ass. This dude just made that part up.
No, nobody, bro.
I already know that. I want you to say that.
Okay,
you know
yeah.
And then so when you seen this Vato Puerco, he was with these other Vatos that you were kind of, they basically bumped into you. You asked the Vato to say dispenser. Because you got to remember, Platinum was like a straight Norteño club. And so there was a lot of respect when they came inside of Platinum. And a lot of, we did have some disco ducks and other Vatos that
I had seen him before the incident. And we like basically did the whole handshaking. What's up, homie? All right, cool. And that's it. You know what I mean? So then when this happened and that was his boy or somebody he was with, I believe he tried to come in the middle and be like, hey, what's happening? But, the homie from MC was a hothead. So he just takes off and then a little scuffle there, but security gets him out. They saw him take off. And that's when, like I said, I followed the homie. We go outside. We look down the street and they see all these dudes start walking up, start unbuttoning their shirts. And I'm like, fuck. He looks at me. He's like, what do you want to do? I was like, well, nothing. Wait for these fuckers. Waited. And I was like, just keep your back against the wall. And so then they surrounded us. And then that's when Lencho fucking walked up to me and he didn't ask me nothing. All he asked me was like, where are you from? He already knew where I was from. I told him, West Side Mob. As soon as I said that, fucking cracks me. I flung against the wall. Bam. The homie takes off on him. And then I come back to it and I have like these 4 dudes just standing there fucking looking at me. And I start swinging. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like I kicked all their asses because I didn't. I got fucking jumped, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it seems like people like to hear stories like that, right? Oh, yeah, I beat them all up. Nah, bro, I got fucking jumped. I come to my senses, bro. I'm handcuffed against the cop car. So is the homie. And they have all them dudes against the wall. And the cops are like, point them out. Who jumped you? And I was like, fucking nobody. We saw them. Just say yes. Nope. Fuck that. You sure? Yep. Then they just fucking let them go. And then by then fucking we waited there a minute. I thought we were going to jail for disturbance or some shit. And then next you know, fucking he was like, well, you guys are both drunk, so you can call somebody, but the homie's lady was already on her way. So then she fucking picked us up and that was it, bro. And then like you remember then the next week we went over there deep looking for him. Couldn't find him, and then the incident at Galt Drive, where they had a little party over there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It was the same hood, right?
No, they were over the dudes that I remember. So I remember that the dudes that jumped you, supposedly, we don't know for sure, they were from BTN, which is on Westboro.
Okay.
And the BTN, they were kicking it with Lencho at the time, because I think Lencho was with one of their moms or some shit.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
remember
Something like
that.
that, right? And
Yeah.
I remember when that happened. I remember you came and we found out what happened. I remember the homie from M Street, because I think it was just you and the homie from M Street. You were with three vatos. The vato from Palmas wasn't involved or wasn't there when you guys got into
No,
it with
yeah,
this,
he,
right?
yeah,
And
he
then
never made
and
it
then I
outside.
remember like I tell you what, straight up money. I don't remember everything, money, but I do. I got that elephant shit, money. Like I remember shit no matter what. I remember the first cars we walked up on and they were fucking spooked. But I remember when that happened to you, we went to Platinum. I think we went like 30 deep or something, and we went over there. We weren't going over there to fucking party. We were going over there to fucking smash. And we couldn't find nobody. And then I remember that same weekend, we got invited to a party by some hyenas. And we went to a party over there on Gulf Drive and White Road. We were in the backyard and we were posted all back there. Some of us were in the kitchen in the house. And I remember when the homies came and said, "Hey, these dudes are out in the front." You know what I mean? Woo woo. And I think it was like 4 or 5 cartels of them. And we all came from the back. I don't know if you remember. We all came out from the backyard into the street. And then that's when I called you. So come on. And then we went because we heard it was those dudes. So I
Yeah.
remember I told you, I told the guy in the car, like you're saying, I told him, put your fucking light on in your car so we could see everybody in the car. And I don't know if you remember, I was like, was it any of them? And they were like, it wasn't me. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I mean? Go, you tell what you remember, money.
No, yeah, I remember. It felt like you were basically pulling these dudes over, bro. They were deep. They're a couple carloads. But yeah, none of them they were all denying it. And I honestly couldn't even remember anybody, bro, besides Lencho, because that's the one I had faced, or Puerco, but that was only two I would actually remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you got to also keep in mind that you were in the club, money. So you just said right now you had some AMFs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you were drinking and you were buzzing. It's gonna be hard to remember everybody, especially when someone hits you unexpectedly for no reason. Just because we know Lencho. Like I know Lencho was a set tripper. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when that happened with you. I think I was out looking for Lencho myself personally, and I remember that he rolled up to Little Man's house right there behind the DMV. I think Heido and Bernardo, a couple cats were over there, and they were all like, he came with this whole high power shit, and everybody was all freaked out. And I remember I got there like 5 minutes later, and I was hella pissed because no one didn't call me because I wanted to get with this guy, you know what I mean, and talk to him to see exactly, what kind of an issue he has. Honestly, I wanted to fucking smash, you know what I mean, because it was like, fuck this fucking dude. You know what I mean? Because we already know that this dude, he had authority. He was a C, but and I know, and the hood knows that this guy used his shit politically against us, more than once, and then would turn around and make it look like if we were fucking resisting arrest or some shit. As far as if it was a Huda, I mean, they would go and say that we were going against the grain, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why they had to do this, and that's why they did that. And then whenever we did anything, you know what I'm saying, it was always they used the politics against us, made it look like if we were doing something that we weren't supposed to be doing, and all we were doing, money, is protecting our own. And when I say our own, I mean the homies from our barrio, they were being, mistreated, and or these dudes that were abusing their authority. I have been in prison, so I already knew that there's only a certain point, you know what I'm saying, that we can, deal with. And at that point, not that we were taking matters in our own hands, but we're men and we got to protect ourselves by all costs. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the issues with this dude Lencho, and like I said, this vato had said that you got slapped. You know what I'm saying? Now, to say that kind of shit, that's what I'm trying to tell you, money, for someone. And I know what I remember exactly that fucking. I remember that fucking. I don't know if you remember. It was around that time when something happened with me, and I was staying with the homie from M Street at the time. He lived over there off of a Cotto in the 85. You remember that, in those apartments?
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
suites.
I did some shit and I couldn't go back to my apartment, so I was staying at his apartment. And it was around the same time when that happened with you. So that was your boy from the Y, but you introduced him to us, and I already knew his or their house and shit. So I just got more and more close with these dudes, and I actually liked the little homie from M Street, and he started coming to my house all the time. Even when he wasn't with you, he would just come, and the dude was, I liked the dude. You know what I'm saying? So I remember exactly when that shit happened. I remember what happened, all that shit, money. So for this guy to come out of left field and say you got slapped and like you just got punked, and they don't even know the whole fucking story. Because if anybody knows the hood, especially back in the early 2000s, everybody knows we didn't let shit slide. Ain't nobody doing something to one of us, and we just gonna say, oh, let's shake hands and squash it. You know damn well we're gonna go fucking head hunting, and we're gonna try to do what we gotta do to let these fools know not to be fucking with us, the hood, or anything they gotta do with it. You know what I'm saying?
We own this block, keep it gangster, man. We own this block. This is Alma, man. We own this block. Keep it gangster, man. We own this block.
There is also a breaking headline tonight involving
Yo, G-Money! Yo, G-Money! Yo, G-Money! Yo, G-Money! Yo, G-Money! Yo, G-Money!